Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to another video and welcome back to my channel. I go by the name My Sugar Flour Wheat Free Journey. Okay guys, so what is up? I am so excited to be back with another video. Today I'll be cooking another abstinent meal, and on the menu we have Jamaican brown stew fish. I'll be using snapper because that's one of my favorite fish to fry. I made brown stew with Jamaican rice and gungu, and also Jamaican steamed callaloo. So you guys will see what I do to make this meal, so stay tuned for that coming up. So anyway guys, a little about this recipe. This is one of my favorite recipe. For some reason I just love fish with gungo. It does something to me, I don't know what, but they just go together and it just feels like a little party in my mouth with that coconut milk. It's extremely good. I know in my videos I don't necessarily talk about how I'm preparing the food, the ingredients, the measurements, and all of that, because that's not what my videos are about. I am here to share my abstinent meals with you guys, and also to share my story on my sugar flour wheat journey, trans fats, UPFs, alcohol free journey. So I figured, why not just cook, show you guys what I eat, and then, talk about my disease with you guys so that you could better understand what it is that I'm going through, my journey, and maybe I could help someone. I could literally be your food sponsor. I don't have to be, well, you'd have to be in the program to get a sponsor, but I figured I could be your food sponsor here on YouTube. So this is so exciting and I'm so happy. Even if you don't cook the way that I cook, you will still grasp the concept of what I'm about. So on my daily food plan, what I eat in a day is typically, I fast 16 to 18 hours per day. And then with my fasting, how I go about breaking my fast, my first meal is around 12 to 1 p.m. And that's where mostly I played safe. I have a cup of rice, brown rice with grain, but you're going to see me making a different kind of rice. But typically, for the most part, when I was being lazy in my abstinence, I was just eating plain brown jasmine rice that I'll get from Trader Joe's. They have such amazing brown jasmine rice. I mean, it's really good. If you guys are eating the traditional white jasmine rice, you're missing out on this amazing nutritious grain that is so freaking good for you. Okay, so if you want to switch it up and do something for your health today, I advise you to try the brown jasmine rice instead of the regular brown rice. It just hits differently and it's very fragrant. Okay, so I'll start my day with a cup of grain. That could be brown rice, that could be polenta. Sometimes I substitute that with some baked sweet potatoes or just some regular baked potatoes. Then I'll have 4 to 6 ounces of protein, typically 4 ounces. If you're not working out or exercise, I would stick to 4 ounces. And then with that, you're gonna have your fruits. For me, I prefer berries. I love frozen berries. They're just so soothing, especially on a hot day in Florida. And it's cheaper as well. The price for the berries compared to the fresh berries, it's like half the price, and they're organic, and I get them from Trader Joe's as well. Okay, so that would be typically my breakfast. And then for lunch, 4-hour window, I would have typically a protein, 4 to 6 ounces with 10 to 12 ounces of cooked vegetable, a tablespoon of oil, preferably olive oil, or you could have avocado, whatever source of oil that you like. You have like a tablespoon of that. And then with that, you're gonna have some more fruits, which is 6 ounces of any kind of fruit that you like. I would stay with the fruits that doesn't, just hit the blood sugar and spike your blood sugar so easily. So I tend to still eat berries for lunch. They're low in calories, they're extremely filled with antioxidants, and they're just simply delicious, especially in the summertime when they pick them at their peak. Their peak, and they're super sweet. It's like you're having a treat in your mouth, especially if you mix it with your kefir. So a little secret how I make my little ice cream. What I do, I literally freeze my berries, then I get a cup of kefir, no sugar kefir, and I just add my berries to it, mash it up real good into the kefir, put it back in the freezer for a little bit, let it get a little bit of ice, and that would be my guilty pleasure as an abstinent, person from sugar, flour, wheat. Okay, let me not ramble on. So, and then for dinner will typically be another 4 hour for me. Sometimes, I don't really stick with the food pan because I work, so I'm not able to really eat the way that, most people who are in the program eat, because I fast, so I'll have my dinner when I get home, which is around between 7:30 and 8 p.m. And then because it's so late, what I do, I have something that is extremely simple, like a cooked vegetable, a salad. Sometimes I don't want a salad. Sometimes I'll have a V8 veggie juice, a V8 veggie drink, which is 60 calories. And then I'll have a cooked vegetable, which is 12 ounces. And I'll have 4 ounces of protein. Sometimes, to be honest, like tonight, I just opted in for a cup of kefir. It's filling, it's nutritious, and it's still high in protein. And I had me a V8 veggie drink and also some steamed callaloo from this video here. Okay, so sometimes I just keep it simple because you just come home and you don't want to be bothered. And then I wanted to edit this video so that I could upload it tonight to be ready for tomorrow. Okay guys, so let us now get to the nitty-gritty of this video. So I am a food addict. Have you ever heard of that term, food addiction? If not, I would invite you to go on Google and do your research. If you find that you could relate to my content because you feel like you're a food addict, maybe these videos will be able to help you, because I am trying to help myself at the same time. And I know that if I keep this information to myself, I will lose my abstinence, and I don't want to lose my abstinence because I am battling a disease of addiction that is so rampant. It's rampant because every day you go out, you see temptations. It's so hard to fight the temptations of the foods or the make-believe foods that they provide out there for me as a food addict. It's not easy. So this disease that I'm fighting, it could win at any given time of the day. It takes a split second for me to turn around, look at something, pick it up, put it in my mouth, and lose my abstinence. So with that being said, I have decided to make this channel, show my cooking, talk about my abstinence, share my food journey with you guys, and maybe it could resonate with someone else. And you could take what I'm doing in these videos, and make it your own. At least you'll have a general idea of what I eat, how I'm eating, how I'm living, the journey that I'm on, doing my 12 steps to recovery, and how I'm maintaining my abstinence. Of lately, I have been having thoughts of, certain foods, abstinent foods, but I had thoughts of having bread of lately. And I know that's just my disease talking, because my disease knows that I'm abstinent from sugar, flour, and wheat. And, even before I was abstinent, I was never craving bread. Like, why would somebody crave bread? What is so special about bread? But because this disease is so powerful, it wants to take me back to where I was. But I can tell you, and I can assure you, that this is the best life I have ever. Well, let me not say that. This is a bit much for me to say. It's not the best life I've ever lived, but it's the most focused and disciplined I have ever been in my life, pertaining to my eating healthy, eating clean, being abstinent. I've been on this journey now for 9 months, and I can honestly say to you, it's one of the most difficult journey that you'd ever embark on in your life. But when I tell you the pros, they outdo the cons. And guys, I can't even express it. I could only show you and tell you how my life has improved tremendously just by putting the right foods in my body. And a quick disclaimer, I am not a health professional. I am not a dietitian. I am not a doctor. I am a random person on YouTube that is on her abstinent journey from sugar, flour, wheat, ultra-processed foods, trans fats, and alcohol. I am not telling you guys what to eat. This video is solely on me and my abstinence and what works for me. Please seek your advice from your dietitian and your doctor, and they will be able to assist you in a healthy eating plan that will sustain you and help you with your ailments, if you have any, or whatever you're battling at the moment. Please seek professional advice, because I am not. I am just a random person who admitted that I was powerless over food, and that food was I wouldn't say my God, but I would constantly think about food day in, day out. And I'm doing my 12 step to recovery right now, because I'm in a food addiction program. And if you really want to know more about food addiction, please do your research. You can literally go on Google and research food addiction and food addiction program, read upon them, go test them out and see what they're about and see if they will work for you. Because my sister told me about this food recovery program, and I joined it on the first day she told me. I did not hesitate, and I joined 9 months ago, over 9 months ago. I've joined in the food program, and I am still here, a living testimony to what it has done for me and how it's improved my life for the better. So on my step 1, there's a question on there that asks, how have I experienced the phenomenon of craving foods in my life? And my response to that question was, I have a food obsession, constantly wondering what the next meal will be. Eating UPFs, trans fats, and alcohol beverages, going out on dates just to eat, going out Fridays to eat, or weekends. Restaurants used to be a treat to myself. Now that's how I know that I am a food addict. Why would restaurants be a treat? You understand what I'm saying? Why is it food that would be a treat? Guys, I will constantly sit down throughout the week, research what restaurants out there, read the reviews, go on their websites, look at the pictures of the food, and salivate. That's how obsessed I was with food. I would label myself a foodie. Yes, a foodie to me, now looking back of what I used to do, I could associate my truth being a foodie was me being a food addict. Okay. And I remember, well, when I'm not in a committed relationship or I broke up from a relationship, I used to just date to go eat. And that's the honest truth. And I would sit at the table with these dates and I'll just care about the food more than the conversation. Most of the time, I wouldn't even hear what they're saying because I just want to eat and pig out. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to eat and eat and eat until the meal is finished. But I couldn't do that because I had to act like, I'm there for the conversation. So that's how I was badly in my disease. Okay? And I guess I was going through a lot of anxiety and stress because I've, associated my addiction with my anxiety. I eat my feelings. When I'm stressed or something happened, the first thing I want to do is just go to the food. That's it. I don't think of trying to manage the situation any other way than to just go right to the food because the food is going to comfort me. So now that I'm a food addict, I can associate my feelings now, what is going on? And I sit back and I said, okay, I'm feeling this way right now. What am I craving for? Am I craving for some chocolate? Am I craving for some chips? Am I craving for some ice cream? Something soft? It goes with emotions, And in my step book, I came across that in my step work yesterday. So I'm going to get to all of that. Okay, so the number 2 question was, what brings me to the program? And this is my response. I didn't know the program existed until my sister told me about it. Then I checked out the website, answered the questions, and knew immediately that I was an addict. I always knew something was wrong and I needed the help, but I couldn't pinpoint what it was. So I didn't spare any time. I just knew I was a food addict and I am right where I need to be. And there was no ifs or buts. I just knew right then and there that I needed this program because I was deep into my addiction. I gained 234 pounds. I'm tall. I'm 5'10". So I'm pretty tall for a female. And I never used to pass 220. Maybe when I was pregnant, but I never used to pass 220. Until I realized I passed 220. And I went to 225. Then I'll jump on a diet. I'll start a new diet. I'll lose the weight. I'll go to the doctor. I'll ask for another diet pill. I'll lose the weight. It's like a yo-yo, doing the same madness over and over again. Like a crazy person. Until I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to buy a juicer and I'm not going to eat until I lose all the weight. And I tried it and I couldn't do it. It was just too much and it was insanity. It was insane. Like, who could just drink juice daily alone without eating anything? That's how much I was desperate to get some help, but I just didn't know where to seek it out, So when my sister told me, I didn't need to hesitate. I didn't need to question it because at that point I used to pray or manifest eating healthy. And I was trying to do something about it, but my higher power literally answered my prayer without actually going on my knees and praying about it. He knew I was struggling and he sent my sister to help me because my sister joined the program 1 week before me. And I remember the exact day. It was May the 16th, 2024 on a Monday. And I didn't bring lunch or anything with me. And I asked her, what can I have today to make it an abstinent meal? And she told me and I went and I got it. Roasted chicken with brown rice and a salad. I don't think I had any fruits on me, but I think I went ahead and I bought some berries, fresh berries. And I had my abstinent breakfast and my abstinent lunch, and I felt great. And then I just, invested in finding out more. I bought the welcome newcomers package, and I got the books. I got what was sugar. I got everything that I needed to start the program. And I am still here today. I'm not perfect. Every day wasn't perfect. I still struggle sometimes to struggle not having foods that I like. But for some reason, I don't struggle over junk food. I struggle over foods that are abstinent but not healthy. Like I'll have potato chips, or I want to have potato chips. And I'm not going to lie to you, I have had it because it's still abstinent. It's potatoes, so it's abstinent, but the healthy kind, the organic type, so I use that as leverage to make it healthy, in which it just has 2 ingredients, 3 ingredients. So it's much better than having 20 ingredients, but it's not in the food plan. But just to show you that the disease is strong, and I'm just human at the end of the day, and if I can't have it, I'm just gonna give up on the program. But to be honest with you, I don't see myself giving up on the program because, guys, it has helped me tremendously. And I'm getting older every day, so I know I have to work on my health. This is the time I have to invest in my health before I get sick. I can't wait until I get sick and then I start to try to work on my health and reverse this and reverse that. No, I'm almost at the age where, I'm gonna need to take care of my health because I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older. So I have to invest in me now so I can have the best outcome of life for the future. Anything could happen. I could have cancer, anything else can happen to me. But when it comes to the food part of it, it's not gonna be caused by food because I know better. I'm doing better. So for me to go back to the food and mess that all up that I'm doing for 9 months, I have to retrain my brain to know that that is not food. That doesn't do anything for me but causes weight gain and health issues. That food wasn't made in mind to help me to heal, to be a better person. That food was made for the maker of that food to make money. They weren't thinking about me as coming from a loving place. I have to show myself and give myself that grace and that love that I deserve. I grew up in Jamaica. I grew up around natural food from the earth, eating wholesome, nutritious meals. This that I'm making, this callaloo right here, this is what I would have at least twice per week. On the Sundays, maybe Saturday sometime, but Sundays for sure we'd have this. And then during the week, maybe on a Wednesday, we'll have this, we'll have cabbage, we'll have vegetables, ground provisions. Our eggs were laid by, chickens that were roaming the yard. Our chickens weren't caged up. They were free to roam all over the place. I remember I could go to maybe 5-10 feet from my yard and pick me an orange or a tangerine. I used to plant my own little crop as a kid with my own tomatoes, my pineapple, my own little cucumbers. I remember when they used to be ready to be picked, and I'll just pick them, wash them, and just sit down and eat them. The tomatoes were so yummy and delicious. And that's how I grew up. We didn't have money to go buy processed foods. If you were able to do that in Jamaica, you had money, and we didn't have that. I grew up poor, and these were our poor man food. Sometimes I used to be like, oh my God, I gotta eat this again, And to be honest with you, looking back now, I can really look at it and said, wow, wow, I was living a very rich life and not even knowing what America deemed as rich life. I was living that at my poorest state, allegedly, according to me, not knowing any better. Now I know better. Would I want to go back to Jamaica to live? Yes, I would. But would I give up America now? No, because America has been so great to me and I love it here. I love it here. My kids are here and everybody, they're here and they can come here. So I love it here. I wouldn't trade it right now. So I'm going to be grateful, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be here. I don't take it lightly. Well, God knows my heart and I know my heart. So let me not digress. But like I was saying, I grew up eating this way. Grew up eating this way and didn't even appreciate it. I knew something was wrong because obviously I grew up eating good. And that is why I wasn't going to accept the junk food, because it wasn't me. And I would constantly be gaining weight, and I wasn't happy because that's not how I picture myself. When I go into the mirror, I need to look good. I need to look beautiful. I need to look neat in my clothes, not bulging through my clothes. Not changing my outfit 100 times because I can't find anything to wear that I feel like it looks good on me. I love fashion and I love the way I look in my clothes and I love to shop. And to think that I'll shop and I'll wear the clothes and I don't feel good in it was sad. So I didn't want that life anymore. And I knew that I needed to take my life into my hand. And the food, that wasn't food. The fried chicken, the sandwiches, the burgers. I remember I was going to Burger King. And the last time I went, my stomach got sick. I'm like, Burger King, what are you doing in Burger King? You don't eat burger like that. It was so disgusting. It turned me off. And since then, I haven't been back. About almost a year. I was ruining my body with all these food and the mayonnaise and the burgers and stuff. And I don't want to put any food out there, but we all know what junk, fast, processed foods are. We all know. We all are much better than that. We know. So I wasn't living any life and I wasn't happy. So now that I'm in the program, I'm cherishing this for the rest of my life because everybody knows that the recipe for a great life, yes, money makes you happy. Money is a tool that makes you happy. But guys, health, your health is the biggest wealth, the biggest asset that you could ever have. Take it from me. I'm in the healthcare field and I work with sick and disabled people. And one thing they all say to me, they wish they could trade places with me. I take the money and the sickness and they take the health. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, hell no, I wouldn't trade with you for that money. No, I wouldn't. I am happy to be able to be up and about every day, go work for a living, take care of my family. I'm happy for that. Their fate was C, but they had a good life too because, they had the money to live that life. So that is the reason why I said money is a tool and it will make you happy. Take it from me. It definitely makes you happy because all these people that I work with, they live, they travel. They don't have money worries at all. Not even $10, $1,000, $20,000, $100,000. I remember I had a patient that died wealthy. Her parents left her millions of dollars. And that lady paid us out of pocket. There were 4 people at a time. 5 people at a time for the week, in and out of the house, in and out. We were never late. We got paid, straight, no whatever. We got paid straight. And she never was late. Money was there like, leaves falling off a tree. But I can tell you that your health is your number one priority. And I am going to leave this video here today because I have so much more to share, and at least I know where to pick up from the next time I make a video. And I'm going to, talk about my step work that I'm doing and the questions that I'm answering about my abstinence, because it will resonate with somebody. I don't know who, but I hope it resonates with somebody, and I hope you want to change just the same as me. I don't want to feel so lucky and happy all on my own. I want to share my abstinence with you guys. Guys, from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed, my abstinence is my number one priority. I wake up, I pray, I meditate. I listen to podcasts that will help me to be a better person. I go to work, I do my work. During the day, I do my gratitude list. I do my journaling on my feelings. I log into my meetings. I send my food plan to my sponsor. By the time I get home, I'm eating another abstinent meal. I'm saying my prayer and my meditation again before bed. That is who I am now. Before, I was just existing. I wasn't praying. I didn't do gratitude. I didn't do anything. Nothing at all. I was just living every day and being ungrateful, complaining, eating junk, depressed, anxious, not living a fulfilled life. Guys, I have so much to share with you. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications so that whenever I upload, you guys won't miss a thing. And be on this journey with me. Embark on this journey to wellness, to great health, and an abstinent lifestyle. And even if you can't be 100% abstinent, you could be 95% abstinent. Okay? So join me. I am so happy to be able to make this video. Trust me, you don't want to miss this content. Like, comment, and share, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Take care of yourself, and God bless. Bye.